Hello and welcome back. This is BoosterBoxBuster, here with another video. Today I'm just going to talk about some things I want to talk about. A couple of future plans I have for the channel. Some things that have been going on lately, and just whatever I feel like talking about. So sit back, relax, and enjoy my voice. Alright, so the first thing I want to talk about is an apology, and that apology is for not sticking to my regularly scheduled content and my uploads that I had planned in the past. Things have just been super crazy as of late, and I just have not been able to upload near as much lately. With that said, the second thing that's been going on the last few days, I've been wanting to film a video, but I've had some stomach issues. I don't know if it's a slight stomach flu, maybe a touch of food poisoning, whatever it is, it's been pretty bad. And what I mean by that is, at a moment's notice, I have got to run to the bathroom. And when I do that, it's essentially straight up near liquid booty juice that is just absolutely pretty much put a kink into many plans that I've had the last few days. And when I mean booty juice, I mean it's... Imagine a bowl of Cocoa Puffs, you pour the milk in it, and you let it set for a good hour without touching it. Maybe just stir the pot a little bit. You don't eat any, you just let it sit in the milk. It's been sitting for way too long. That Cocoa Puff consistency pretty much turns to paste. Yeah, that's kind of the consistency that I've been having issues with lately. So I guess the best thing to do is to grab a spoon and start scooping and enjoying the meal. Sorry for the crass humor there. I just thought I'd try something new. But seriously though, I've been having some issues here lately. With that said, I also want to talk about future plans that I have for the channel. I do plan to do some more Ange Vierge content in the future regarding playmats and booster box openings. And I'd like to do some top 10 Ange Vierge videos as well. And what I mean by top 10 is like my top 10 favorite card arts from each set. And I'd also like to do a B-side to that, saying my top like 5 least favorite arts from each set. If you would have interest in something like that, please let your voice be heard in the comments down below. Next thing I want to talk about is the Naruto CCG. Now the Naruto CCG, I love opening up booster packs for that. However, they are becoming much harder to find nowadays as a lot more people have gained interest in the Naruto CCG. And for those of you asking, I buy most of my boxes, almost like a good 95% of them, from eBay nowadays, because that's really the only place you can find it. Unless you happen to know somebody who's a private collector and happens to have some in stock, you're probably going to have to go to eBay or the Naruto CCG Facebook group to find your Naruto card products, especially for sealed product. I'd like to open up some more, however, they are becoming quite scarce and quite expensive, and I refuse to pay $1,000 for a booster box of, oh, what's that one set? What is it, like, Way of the Ninja, Path of the Ninja, whatever the very last set was, Ultimate Ninja. Ultimate Ninja 3, I think. Yeah, whatever that last set was, it's going for like $1,000 on eBay. I'm not paying that. That's way too much for a booster box, especially of the Naruto CCG. Next thing I want to note is I do plan to do a lot more Yu-Gi-Oh openings. I love the Yu-Gi-Oh card game. Not so much into the new sets, but I do still enjoy the game. I've always enjoyed the Yu-Gi-Oh card game. It's just been part of me. I played the game since Blue Eyes White Dragon, the Legend of the Blue Eyes White Dragon set was released. I've been playing it since the very beginning. Yeah, I've taken breaks. I broke off around Magician's Force. Didn't really play much of GX. Got back in heavy into 5Ds. Played quite a bit of, not Arc V, Zexal. Kind of went away after Zexal. I didn't care for Pendulum Summonings that much, but that's just my opinion. I still love playing the game, and honestly, if you play it with just no extra deck, it changes the game a lot. Trust me. Try playing the Yu-Gi-Oh card game with no extra deck, and it changes the strategies up so much. The extra deck adds so much quickness to the game. You remove the extra deck, you have quite a bit more fun, in my opinion. The next thing I want to talk about is I'm considering getting into doing some Magic openings. Not many, because I just never got into Magic as much as other card games. There's two sets in particular that I'm really thinking about, and those being Amonkhet and Hour of Devastation. I'd like to do a box opening of one or both of those potentially in the future. If I could get one for a halfway reasonable price, but that's never going to happen, I would love to open up a set of Unhinged and Unglued, but I know that that's never going to happen because those sets are way too expensive due to those full art lands. And I'd also like to open some Laurelwind, but that set's way expensive too, so that's probably not going to happen. Other things, going back to Ange Vierge real quick, I do plan to do a master playmat collection video where I show every single Ange Vierge playmat in my collection. That's going to be quite a long video, but it will show every single playmat I have, and they're all, as far as I know, official either tournament or promo playmats from the card game. And I'm kind of excited to show that off. I counted them recently, and I had quite a few more than I thought I did. So I'm really excited to share that with you guys if you'd have interest in that. Another thing I want to potentially do is a Nintendo Switch downloadable game collection video where I show you all the downloaded games I have on my Nintendo Switch. Not so much physical, because I don't know why I have bought very few physical games from the Nintendo Switch. I have like maybe 10 to 15 of them, but I have like triple that number download. I think the reason I'm downloading games on Nintendo Switch right now is because A, I can hook it to my TV, B, I could take it with me anywhere I go, so I could play on TV or play on the go, and on top of that, if I download it, I don't have to worry about switching out cards all the time. I could just literally pop it in and be like, oh, I want to play this game today, instead of digging for the game, switching out the card, finding the case for the other card or game that I want to switch out. Yeah, it's just a old rigmarole with that optional mobility of the Nintendo Switch. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm still an avid physical game collector, but most of the games I've been downloading have been a lot of indie games which don't have physical copies, so there's nothing I can do about that. Or if they do have physical copies, they're in a different language, or region 2 or 3, not region 1. Another thing I want to say is I do enjoy the Dungeons and Dragons miniatures, and I would personally like to do some top 10s on those as well. My top 10 favorite miniatures from each set, and then a B-side, my top 5 least favorite, top 5 least favorite miniatures from each set. I really kind of want to do that because I really enjoy collecting those miniatures. And lately I've been reading a lot of the D&D 3.5 monster manuals, so I'm really getting to know a lot about those creatures back in the 3.5 manual days, which was this 3.5 was the set released alongside the miniature game back then, so that is the most accurate to the miniatures. I've also been picking up some other supplements from the D&D 3.5 era, which really expand a lot on the monsters and the characters from that universe, which is quite nice. I wish it was more concise, like I wish it was more just all located in one, instead of being strewn about 10, 15, 20 different books, but that's how they get you to buy the other books, is by adding new content that isn't available in said other books. So it's a give and take. I wish it just brought out one big master monster manual that had every single monster in it from that edition, but that ain't gonna happen. And another thing I want to talk about the D&D manuals is I'm considering doing monster manual reviews, or just manual reviews of any of the books from the 3.5 line. If anybody would be interested in that, let your voice be heard in the comments down below. I'm trying to think of anything else. I'd also like to get back into doing some more ZX openings, Zillions of Enemies X. That'd be kind of fun. I enjoyed those back when I did those quite often. And I also want to get back into anime figure reviews. I haven't bought any for a while due to everything that's been going on. But I definitely want to get back into that. I have a couple of Fate ones that I have yet to do I've had since before all this started. I just never got around to filming them. Let's just say one of the characters begins with the letter S. And it's quite the famous character. Trying to think if there's anything else. I don't like the direction that the Universal Fighting System card game went in. They went away from mostly blind packs to mostly like pre-constructed packs that are partially blind. I don't like that. If they continue that route and don't go back to full on blind packs, I don't think I'm gonna buy much more from Universal Fighting System. At least the new stuff. I'll buy old stuff still, but not the new stuff. I'm still looking for a Tides of Vengeance box, which nobody seems to have. Nobody has a Tides of Vengeance booster box for sale. I'd love to get one of those, though. I think that's all I have to say for now. Oh, one last thing. I don't know if I'm going to be doing many more video game videos. I haven't decided on which direction I'm going to go with that. I might do some reviews here and there, but I don't know if I'm going to... I'm undecided. I'm undecided on what I want to do on the video game front for the channel at this point in time. Yeah, I think that's all I have to share at this time. With all that said, if you enjoyed the video, please hit that like button. If you want to see future content and help support the channel even more, hit that subscribe button. It really helps me out a lot. And if you want to let your thoughts be known to the world, please leave a comment in the comment section down below. Until next time, this has been BoosterBoxBuster with some mad ramblings. And I'm signing out. Peace.